Nope, I am not seeing it. Shinra speaks in the market is all that I can see here. Interesting, running full complement of Memento Mori. So that's quite interesting. Going the slightly more expensive ramp spell, so they a ramp relic. That way they have all their influence requirements.
Okay, so for some reason I'm not able to spectate on Westerncancer here, so we're going to flip it over to YurickYu's side. Actually, here we go. Let's go back to Westerncancer side. Sorry about that, everybody. Now we're getting set up here. So now, okay, now here we go. We got Westerncancer side here. There we go. Icaria in hand. A little early for that, but still love to see it. Still love to see that premium Icaria there. So Westerncancer had a rough beat on that first one against YurickYu's aggressive start. Let's see if they do have some early plays here. Similar to last time, they have the early power development into their late game threats. Let's see if they can stick around a little bit longer this time.
Yeah, Westerncancer deciding to shift the Devotee of Sands to guarantee it doesn't take it out by a torch because they really need that ramp for right now. We see, though, a turn 3 fully pumped Champion of Chaos from YurickYu, which is one of the aggressive plays, best plays for these Stone Scar decks. Just that 5/5 Deadly Overwhelm can be a beater if you don't have an answer to it.
Absolutely. Oh, and grabbing a Sword of Unity. This is just the bane of the Stone Scar's existence here. Giving your entire team, stand together for your entire team, as well as Lifesteal Overwhelm +2/+2 for the unit wielding it. Pretty impactful in a matchup like this.
If they have a unit that's relevant to carry it. Right now, even dropping it now is just not going to be all that powerful, especially with that deadly unit coming across the board. So we'll see what how they develop the rest of the game. Interesting that they go with the... I guess that makes sense. They're still going to be... Oh, okay.
I think they're going to go for the Seraph here. And if you're able to then twist the Seraph, then putting the stand together onto a unit, either the 2/1 Acolyte you have, but putting it on a double damage unit is even more powerful there.
Ooh, Edict of Makar, though. Preemptive look from the market for YurickYu.
Good market get for YurickYu, realizing that, being able to hit a good unit there. Ooh, Martyrs Chains. A little early for that, but incredibly powerful card.
Yep. We see Premium Tokas come down because obviously that's going to survive longer. And then we see second Tokas come down, obviously ramping them up to 9. So, but of note, they're still missing the horrible quadruple justice influence. So we're not going to see a Murderous Chains next turn, sadly. That is one of the downfalls to it. Why Trailmaker ends up being so good for these ramp decks, that especially Tricolor. Sure enough, no blocking there from Westerncancer on that champion. The champion just doing so much work this game. Ooh, a Desecrate coming down. YurickYu going to take the 3 to take out the Tokas, taking him back down to 8 and losing a blocker there. Oh, man, this is tough. This is a really tough spot for Westerncancer here.
Importantly, taking out the premium Tokas there. As you mentioned, more impactful. Yep.
Extremely rude. Extremely rude
This
practice.
Champion of Chaos, just get this down on turn 3, fully powered up as a 5/5. It's just so difficult to deal with. So Westerncancer just doesn't really have the tools to be able to answer it.
Would not be surprised to see the Devotee of Sands come down here and then followed up with a Sword of Unity, or that works well, to just add a little bit more toughness onto the board. Probably place this on the Tokas and then hopefully swing. Oh no, they decide to just get more blockers here. I think I would have probably attempted the Aegis just because you would have gotten the same amount. You would have actually gotten more toughness on the board, but yep, willing to trade here.
You're going to trade 2 units to trade with the big powerful Tokas for Westerncancer. So Westerncancer going wide here, but still not in a great position with the champion. They could line up some blocks, which is what they're going to do. YurickYu does not have the fast spell removal to be able to punish them, but still pretty powerful 3-for-1 there.
All right, Black Hole War Leader coming down for YurickYu. 4 cards in hand, sends it back. Notice YurickYu this whole still on 3 power.
It's true. 3 power to 9 power, and YurickYu being putting all the pressure on.
Oh man, you hate to see this Murderous Chains just sitting there. You know, Westerncancer is just like, come on.
YurickYu gonna decimate here to get the deadly.
Yeah, no fear. Smelling blood in the water.
Oh wow, Kairos here off the top with 9
for 1 card. Oh,
still Yeah, only drawing one, but still incredibly powerful
Hey,
draw there.
hey, of note though, of note, realize that if YurickYu or Western Cancer is able to survive for 2 turns, they're going to be able to marshal and then ultimate already having the 15 power. So it's a long. Ooh, and look, nothing in hand for YurickYu, has to respect Kairos and only swings in with the 2/2 deadly unit. So there is a
Oh
chance that
my
Western
goodness.
Cancer could get there. Sadly though, Praxis Banner. Uh, oh my God, this is gonna be a game. This is so
Taking
interesting.
out the
You're
deadly unit now Western Cancer has blocks for everything YurickYu has. YurickYu's still only stuck on 3 power.
He
So a
probably
flame
has
blast
a
or
flame
anything
blast
is
in
not
hand.
going to do
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
he's had a flame blast sitting in hand this entire
of
time, just
course.
screaming, "Why? Why?"
Gonna attack all out. Western Cancer's gonna snap block these units. Not taking any
Yep,
damage this turn. No need
and
to.
yep, and sure enough, leaving the martial iron throne, knowing that,
And that's
and
gonna
sure
be
enough,
it.
Yuriki
Wow.
wraps it up. Yeah,
Kairos off
yeah,
the top was a great draw, and then the one card to to draw the Martial Iron Thorn. Very nice turnaround there, and that's gonna bring us to this crucial game 3 here. Whew, that was close.
yeah, and you see some of the problems when you're running 3 colors. That Zoe saw with the nerf when it bumped
Mm-hmm.
up to 8 and the fourth influence, and then you see that with Martyr's Chains as well. In a 2 color deck you can get away with it. In 3 color deck, man, even being a 9 drop, sometimes you just don't have the necessary influence. And Martyr's Chains would have done some serious work that game, but sadly just sat in the hand and was a dead card.
Yeah, that is definitely true. Okay, and we're going down to. Give me 1 second. We are going to go down to here a crucial game 3 between these two players. I feel like this is a very close matchup. These decks I feel like are very similar in power level. Two great players here taking them out. All right, what do we see for Western Cancer? We see Initiate, Seek Power, Seraph, but then you've got Ikaria and Kairos in your opener. Don't love that.
Yeah, but and both power comes into play depleted of note. So they're probably gonna be able to go seek power into initiate next turn, but I mean that's the sketchy part here.
You don't want to draw Marshall this early either.
Yeah, exactly. So if YurickYu has an answer to the Initiate of the Sands, that could put Western Cancer in a very tough spot here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Western
We'll see
Cancer
though.
really needs this to stick.
Okay, all right, we got 1 turn. So sadly, they're not able to capitalize on it just yet. It needs to survive 1 more turn to at least drop the Iron Thorn. Obviously, in the best case scenario, you'd like to play Iron Thorn and then immediately be able to play power to get value off of it. But
Yeah, I don't know if you could do that in this situation though. I don't think skipping your 5th turn with nothing else to do here. I think you got to slam Iron Thorn here and hope it lives. Well, maybe
so
maybe you play the Trailmaker here now.
Well, my Iron Thorn can offer a clean trade with YurickYu's champion that we saw do extreme work last turn. There is the consideration to twist to Seraph?
Yeah.
But nope, we're gonna see the ramp spell here going up, getting their influence. Interesting. Notice that they go for the triple fire instead of triple justice. Want to make sure they hit both Ikaria and Kairos. So, and then obviously turning on Heart of the Vault as well. So pretty much being the 1 color influence that hits all 3 of their big units.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was actually a really interesting turn. That last turn, being able to play Marshall or twisting Seraph or deploying out your mana producer or your power producer. I think that was a really tough play. Going for the power here, being able to drop Iron Thorn, although did play out the 5th power, so can't. Okay. So can't play Iron Thorn and then follow up with the power this turn.
So Western Cancer just really showing the power
And now
of their life total as a resource. And you know what? I'm just going to ramp. YurickYu hasn't showed any removal. I think my guys are going to stick. I'd rather make sure I can get some value. And they're going to go down to 15 just like that.
Yeah, but here comes the Ikaria next turn, being able to fix their influence. Now they're at 7 with the right influence to play Ikaria on this turn, and that's going to be a very powerful card here. YurickYu's going to have a tough time to deal with an Ikaria. It's going to take them likely 2 turns to be able to deal with it.
Yep, and if they didn't have removal for the ramp spells, they're not going to have the removal for... I mean, they went to the board probably to get the Edict, but... and then you see a Heart of the Vault off the top as well. Just So many
don't have the
options for
triple
Western
time
Cancer.
influence yet though, so that's going to be
Oh
stuck.
yeah, true, true.
But this Ikaria is going to be powerful enough for now. It's going to really put the pressure on YurickYu to deal with Ikaria now, because that just ends games. And now that Heart of the Vault being an 11/11 pump from the Ikaria. Does Western Cancer have any power in their board? They do not.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Right now, the game is starting to slowly slip away from YurickYu, but
Oh, they do have the edict to break the Aegis, so it does take one spell. I misspoke, forgot that the Aegis can ignore, or the edict can ignore the Aegis on that. So actually, a pretty clean answer to Ikaria there. Still got the Warcry off, but pretty clean answer relatively.
so now we're seeing a bit of an issue there. Western Cancer forced to make some blocks here. Now they're back down to 5 power with nothing on the board. Now they once again have the option of playing the Merchant or twisting Seraph, and they're going to go to the market. Let's see what they end up pulling out of here. And they cash in the Kairos, realizing they're far off from that for a Sword of Unity, but really no good targets for it on the board.
Yeah, not really. I mean, they can cast it with Aegis, which will protect their units, but they can't protect their units until next turn. So if YurickYu has removal or a Flame Blast here, yeah, I mean, I think with a Flame Blast, it's just lethal because of the overwhelm on the, yeah.
Ooh.
Power Mage. But YurickYu's very much in the driver's seat now. Being able to deal with that Ikaria and attack through on that turn was really, really good turnaround for YurickYu here.
Yep, the power of those edicts and being able to have them in the market is just so powerful, because then you only get to see the upside to them, and where they're actually hyper efficient.
And now, what does Western Cancer even draw here? Not Gyros. That's not going to do it. Sword of Unity, but that's not going to be enough. YurickYu can just go around. Well,
I mean,
this gives lifesteal, right? Yeah. Okay, so
yes. They're gonna gain 3, so they're at 8. But yeah.